Hey everyone, welcome back to my day trading stock market challenge. Um, Today was, a bit of a lighter day in terms of volume and also in terms of price action. We didn't really see a lot of things jumping up out of the gate. We had to rely mostly on the kind of momentum scanners, sort of, after the market opens. I'm in Oakland, California, so after, you know, 7 a.m., 7:30 a.m., 8 a.m., you'll see stocks just kind of start to lift off based on either some technical analysis or some sort of, midday news release. And a lot of people today were watching Kodak again for continuation, which it just kind of faded into the close. It's really sold off because of the pre-market activity was huge. It closed around $6 last night and opened this morning at about a high of 1250, 1280. So, I was watching it too, and as you can see from my screen here, that was the first trade I took. I was a little more conservative in my share size. I just went with 1,000 shares. A, because it was so expensive. B, because it was moving very choppily, if that's a word. Um, it was very choppy, and it was a 5 cent tick kind of stock. So that means if you buy 1,000 shares and it's a 5 cent tick, you're immediately down $50, and that number grows. Obviously, if you're in 2,000 shares, that's going to be you're down $100 immediately right out of the gate. So you're relying on it to jump up very quickly in order to make up for that deficit. Nonetheless, I saw a great opportunity to get in before the whole dollar at 12.95, and I was able to sell my 1,000 shares here at 13.20, making a pretty sweet 25-cent profit on 1,000 shares, $250. Let's check out the chart on that. So for this trade, I was going off the 1 minute candle and was looking at the $13. Looking for it to break over 13 at the pre-market. So here you can see pre-market levels. This thing kind of just shot up like a cannon this thing closed last night at $6. So the fact that it shot up double overnight means the trade's already getting crowded. A lot of shares were already exchanged before the market opened. You can see it's sold off in the first minute. The sell-off was happening even prior to the market open, and then it starts to bounce up. So I was waiting for it to make a new high here, and I should have got in at the 50-cent level, the break over 50. But I was really nervous about this, the amount of selling off that took place here. That's a huge price swing. So it just made me nervous. So I thought I would wait until the break of the whole dollar, in which it did. So it broke here, and the momentum just kind of carried forward. It hit a high of 13.28. I wound up selling at 13.20, almost high of day. You can't get any better than that unless I would have taken more risk by getting in at the 12.50 mark. And getting 70-cent profit. That would have been a great day for me. Instead, I'm sitting at $250 profit at 6:32 in the morning. Not bad, not great, but green is good, and I'll take that any day. My next trade was BMRA. Saw that one on the scanner. Tried to get in that one for 2,500 shares. Didn't get filled. It started dropping. I got a partial fill, and those shares started tanking, so I just jammed out, and I had to flatten that order. Taking a loss. I think that was $80 loss on that one. Yeah, $85 loss. So still up on the day, but I was trying to hit my daily goal. So the next thing was SSC. This is my next profitable trade. Got in here for 2,500 shares at 497. Sold it just 20 seconds, 30 seconds later. 509, 507, 505, and then back down to 503 for the rest. And this was at 6:47 a.m. Let's take a look at that trade. I can kind of walk you through what I was thinking. Let's go to the chart. SSC. 6:47. Here we are. You can see this candle was large candle. It hit the high of day on this candle, and I was out at 5:07, so about right here, and I got in down here at this pop up. So I saw the action here. The candle. I think this one I might have actually traded off the 5-minute chart. Let me just check it. Yeah, this one I traded off the 5-minute chart right here. So you can see this candle, huge spike up, huge squeeze up. I was actually hoping it would clear over $5 and go into the 550 range, but it didn't, and I jumped out with enough time to make a little profit. On this one, I was up another $227 on that trade. Let's see, SSC right here. Yep, 227 on that trade there. These other companies, RIG and NXRT, these are long-term shares that I'm holding for years. I've been holding these for 2 years now, so ignore these. The next trade, LEDS, that was a FOMO trade where I saw the stock was skyrocketing and wound up losing $172 on it. It was a late trade later in the day. I really should just close my laptop. I should have been done trading at that point. Here you can see I try to go in for a little scalp with GE and E, made a little money here, gave it all back here. So break even, very stupid. You can see, it's past 7 o'clock. I should have been done then. But then I take a break, come back for the afternoon session, and I see LEDS is popping up, hitting over $7. So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this thing could go to $7.50. Well, it doesn't. And I've wound up selling it for $7.08. Volume just completely dropped, so you can see how my the price action here was very light. The volume was light, so it dropped 18 cents in a matter of no time at all, just from my selling of, look at these shares. These are some very small share sizes. So that amount of selling was enough to drop the chart. The DPW comes along, same thing, FOMO trade. I see it spiking up. I'm like, oh, I got to get in for the break over $3. It doesn't wind up breaking, gets rejected, and I wind up selling at a loss. 2,000 shares. So, moral of the story is I should have closed up the computer when it was time. When I was up, about $450 total, and gave half of it back. So right now, today, I'm up $225. I have to set my expectations, right? The last few days have been amazing. I made over $1,000 each day. At one point yesterday, I was up $2,500. And I got into a bad habit of trying to overtrade and thinking that I know what I'm doing and everything's going to work out in my favor. And it just doesn't happen like that. So I need to practice more discipline. And when I'm up, let it be done. Close my laptop, don't think about trading anymore, and just wake up tomorrow, a little bit richer. So right now my account is sitting at $4,227. I started with $2,000 on January 2nd, and my goal is to make over $100,000 by the end of the year from this account. Someone on YouTube was asking me how I'm able to day trade with just $4,000 in my account. As you can see, I have pretty large positions in these other companies, RIG, NXRT, I hold Bank of America, 265 shares, and a little bit of Blue Apron. I bought that for my wife. She loves the company. So you can see these are large sums here. So that puts me over the $25,000 limit or minimum threshold to have a pattern day trader account. So, I hold my account in these equities. So my total account value is about $35,000. But cash is what I'm trying to grow into 100,000. So right now in just cash, I have about $4,227 to be exact. So that's how I'm able to day trade with that account. Now, you can do the same thing. If you don't have the equities, maybe you can open an IRA, roll your 401k if you have one into an IRA, and open that up with Thinkorswim or Fidelity, E-Trade, and just day trade from that same account. There are risks associated with it. You should look into that. But the beauty of the IRA is that you can day trade and it'll be tax free when you go to make the withdrawals. The way I'm doing it now isn't the greatest, but it's just a start for me. So in the future, I'll open an IRA and day trade from that. So, anyways, finishing the day green. Green is good. I'll take that over a loss any day, no matter how big or little. So, the key is just making progress and living to see another day. Tomorrow is a new day. Today was a little light on the price action. Wasn't as crazy as it was yesterday or the day before. So I'm hoping just to finish the week in the green. That's my goal. That's my goal every day this month in January. Just building that foundation with small little singles. If it goes over and hits a home run, great. I'll take it. If not, then that's fine too. January really is just about building a good foundation so that I can take on more risk and higher share volume in February and March, April, and continue that for the rest of the year to really accelerate my path to gaining $100,000 cash from this account. Okay, well, if you've watched up to this part, you obviously are enjoying this. Feel free to subscribe, and you can watch my journey to $100,000. And I promise the videos will get better pretty soon. I just haven't had time to kind of spice these up and jazz up the channel. So once I can do that, it takes time for that. And right now I don't have a lot of time between my regular day job. And I also have a little real estate company that I manage on the side. I have a portfolio of homes in the Midwest that I manage and own and rent out to people. So that's kind of taking up some of my time as well. But I think in the next few months I should have some more time to dedicate to the YouTube channel and making it better and putting up tutorials and showing you guys exactly the nuts and bolts of how I do. Hoping to get some live trading stream going on. But my wife is asleep at 6:30 in the morning, so I try to be quiet. So I don't know if live streaming my trading is actually a great idea for her, for our marriage. But $100,000 is a lot of money. I can probably convince her that it's a good idea to live stream my trades. Okay, well, that's it for today. Good luck tomorrow for those of you out there that are day trading also. And, I wish you guys the best and see you back here tomorrow. Cheers.